What if you could sell your high ticket offers online without relying on word of mouth, of referrals, or any of the things, and actually have a system that brings you hot leads all day long? Today, we are going to talk about the role of a sales funnel for high ticket offers and how you can implement one in your business with or without a low ticket offers. What I see a lot happening online is that people are thinking that to sell your high ticket offers, you do need to be present on social media or even on YouTube or your podcast or sending emails all day long. And this is actually not the truth. It is also not the truth that you need to have a low ticket offer with an 8 email sequence that is going to lead to your high ticket offers. And why that? Why this is not true is because most of you actually don't want anyone in your high ticket offers. You don't want anyone to be able to join you in your high proximity spaces. And I get you. I understand because we want to be selective and we want to make sure that our high ticket spaces are for the right person. So the idea of having a sales funnel that is going to sell your high ticket offer for you may seem strange, especially if you have heard about all of those low ticket offer funnel. The idea with a higher ticket offer funnel is that this is going to do the role of your content, the role of all of the people who have been referring you also, and build safety, build authority, build desire, and the desire for the proximity with you before someone even starts considering working with you. So by the end of this episode today, you will see why high ticket funnels are not about selling a cheap $27 offer and why most people are using funnels completely wrong for high ticket businesses. Hi, by the way, my name is Gwen. I help ambitious women just like you scaling to 6, 7, and 8 figures build backend experiences that attract, convert, nurture, and retain high-level clients without relying on constant visibility from social media or posting all the time or launching all the time. And so today we're talking about those sales funnels for high-ticket offers because people think funnels are for low-ticket sales or low-ticket businesses when in reality, they are one of the most powerful tools you can have in a high ticket business. And here is what I see with almost every high ticket business owner is that they have a high ticket offer they absolutely love. It is very high proximity, it is high ticket, high priced. They get clients, but they get clients mostly through either visibility as collaboration, or they get clients from referral, or they get clients from doing a launch. They will do a launch and have the cart open for 1 or 2 weeks and take application for the one-to-one spaces to fill them up again. This is one way. Or the other way is I see them posting on social media in their Instagram stories every single day to bring new lead for their high ticket spaces. And a lot of the time they also have a low ticket offer or mid ticket offer, but it may feel either quite disconnected or they just don't think that everyone is going to be a perfect fit for the high ticket offer. And they don't think it is going to lead to having sales for the high ticket spaces. So what I want you to already see is that the way that we are going to think about your business during this episode is going to be completely different. My idea is not for you to implement things in your business that you don't need, but it's actually to understand why would I need something like this? Why would I want to add something like this in my business? When will I want to do it? Because I want you to really make informed decision on when do you need to add the things in your business. And one of the things that I want for us to be clear is that when people talk about funnels, we sometimes think about something specific because of the experiences that you had around sales funnels. And that's why for me, I really see it as a back-end experience. So a front-end experience would be when we do a launch or when we have social media content going out almost every day or every day, building an experience of our world. And the backend experience is building an experience of your world, but completely in the backend. So it's all already set up. You have already organized and engineered this experience, and you just do it once. And once this is set up, someone is going to go through this process. A funnel in a high ticket business is not there to sell the offer. And when you hear this, you may be like, what? But yes, I want to sell the offer. Well, actually, no. It is there to prepare people, okay? Prepare people. It is there also to qualify people because you have high standards and this needs to be communicated. You also most probably want to have a part in your funnel that is going to educate people, educate them, and also give them, if you're aware of the be, do, have, give them the be, do, and have. So who do they need to be to want, desire, and actually be able to enter this high ticket space? What do they need to do also already be doing before entering your space? So let's say for me, people need to already be doing, so not the be, but doing social media content or launches. And they will be qualified to come into my high ticket space. And so we have the be, the do, and the have. Is there something that they need to have? So, for example, for some of my clients, more in the fitness industry, they want people who come into their high ticket spaces to have already a routine, to already have a workout plan every time they go to the gym. So you see in here, we want to add deeper layer of really preparing our people for our high ticket spaces. We also want to be able to build trust and safety in the decision very early and very fast. And there is actually a method to this, and how can we implement this in our own funnel. When we are going to establish authority in this funnel also, it is going to be in a specific way for a high ticket buyer, because there is a lot of difference when you see, even if you scroll on social media and then you see an ad for a $27, even a $97 offer, you may actually just like go for it. You didn't need a lot of authority from this person, maybe a few screenshots, and that was it. When you go towards hiring someone for a high ticket offer, a high ticket space, there is something different that needs to happen. And this something different is also about the vibe. If I'm going to spend time with you, I want to like you. And I think like this is valid for their side, so for the client, the buyer side, but it's also valid for us. Am I going to actually enjoy working with you? We are not, you and I, building businesses, having one-to-one client and clients who have access to us in a high proximity, sucking our energy. No. And the thing, what I have understood after years of working with thousands of people online, is that it is not the same people that are going to suck the energy of other people. And I was actually talking about this with one of my friends very recently. And she was saying, oh my God, I can't like the people who send me their sales page to review. And I was like, I freaking love this. I want to review the sales page of my clients. So their sales page is so freaking good. And my clients absolutely love this because their mind completely changed after they see the edits that I do to their sales pages. So you see, the idea is to really qualify our buyers through a funnel, really sharing inside this funnel what is our philosophy, what is our standard, who is a perfect fit to work with us. So then the people that we get into our high ticket spaces are perfect fit. What we want also in our funnel is to create this desire, to create also already the proximity so they can see how it will be to be with us. And this is really for someone who can step in our high ticket space and it's going to be obvious for them. But this is done with a high ticket funnel. So what is this high ticket funnel really doing? We want to see that this is going to replace all the repetitive conversations that we have. And I'm not saying that having conversations in the DMs is wrong, by the way. I think it is a great exercise. It's also something that I'm doing. It is a great exercise because you understand more what people need. You understand more what type of conversation question you're having. This is why building your backend experience is done in line with building your front-end experience. So that's why you already have a sales system. And that's why if you have a sales system that is very direct, of having someone coming right away from being your client, and then they can come straight away into becoming a high ticket client, or even they just discover you, how can you bring them so fast to the point of buying from you? Maybe you do this right now in your DMs. Maybe you say, comment the word da 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 da, and then they come into your DMs and you have a conversation with you. And you want to see what is the process of this person coming and where did they get the safety, the authority, the trust. Where did they get that from on your social media account, let's say? And in your funnel, where will they get that from? It is also on, yes, not having to justify the price. So the people that we are going to work with inside this funnel is going to, for them, be a no-brainer when the price is going to come, because you have qualified them already. They are already investing at this level, or they're already ready to invest at this level. The idea also to replace with your high ticket funnel is to not over deliver on free calls. I feel like in a business, there are some moments where it may be a perfect time for you to include a 15-minute call with your clients or with potential buyers to see if it is a perfect fit. This 15-minute call can be 45 minutes, by the way, if you want to. And there are, of course, different ways of doing this, but I know that not all of my clients want to have calls in their funnels. And there are very specific way that we want to do it. And it's not like straight away from the first email, okay, book a call. It is actually something that sometimes we add as a downsell sequence. So your funnel shows your buyer actually how you think. It is going to show your buyer your philosophy. It's going to explain your story, the story of maybe not necessarily where you come from, like it's not about you, but it's really about creating resonance and for people to be able to see that where you're going is somewhere where they want to go, and what you have been through has some similarities with people that they know and they appreciate. So they can see that even if your story is not completely in line with their story, they know that people who had a similar story as you, they're looking up to them, or they are people they love to work with. And that is very important. To give you an example on this, some of my clients swear like sailors. And obviously in their copy, I want them to swear like sailors. I want them to record a video. I want them to have in their funnel something that is going to show, and maybe that's a video that is already recorded or podcast episode, even with another guest. So they see that in a conversation with people, that's how they're talking. That's their energy. Because if not, people are not going to be a match with them if people cannot stand this. It is really, really important not to just be approachable for the sake of approachable. We don't want to be vanilla because everyone likes vanilla. No. We want to be this chili ice cream that not everyone is going to like. But when you like it, you really like it. And so by the time someone reaches out to you in or out of your funnel, okay, for working with you, they already get it. They already get your philosophy and all of this. And you don't have to think every 9 posts that you did on social media, do I have one building trust? Do I have one building authority? Do I have one showing my philosophy? Do I have one blah, blah, blah? Because you have a funnel, a backend experience doing this for you every single day. Speaking about content, it acts, your funnel, as content nurture on steroids. So most people think that content is here to nurture, okay? And this content only happens, it's on Instagram or TikTok, depending on where you are, or on YouTube or whatever. But what we have to think is that all the Instagram stories that we're doing, and I also do stories most days, they disappear after 24 hours. All your posts are not shown to everyone, okay? A very small percentage of your followers are actually seeing your post if you are not using ads. And I'm not using ads at the moment, so, I also really see how this is working. People, they join your world at different times. And so what are they going to be faced with depends of what you have just posted in the last few days. Your funnel, however, curates the exact experience with specific content someone needs to see in the right order, with intention, and without relying on them watching everything you post on social media. They're going to receive at a specific time a specific piece of information that is going to build a puzzle of why your work is for them and why your high ticket space is where they need to be. This is especially important for high ticket offers where people need repetition, they need very deep clarity, and a lot of people are thinking that what they say is clear, but it is not. And I can tell you, I am in over probably 4 different masterminds at the moment. And so many women already making multi 6 figures per year, 7 figures per year, need clarity on their words that they're using, on their messaging. And this is exactly the work that needs to be happening also in your funnel. And of course, also your funnel is going to build this trust. Your funnel is also here, your sales funnel or your backend experience or your invisible sales system, however we want to call it, is also here to create safety. Safety before we are even in a high proximity space together. And something that I see with women hiring me is that a lot of the time we have been in spaces together. So high ticket buyers will hire me for high ticket spaces and work one-to-one with me or in my long-term mastermind. If I was not using a funnel and they were not coming from a funnel like you, they come from other mastermind I'm in and they see how I lead myself. They see the result that my clients are having. They see all my wins and so on. And so they want to come into my high ticket spaces, but we have a connection. Okay. And that's really important to understand that a high ticket buyer is not going to really be aligned with you need to buy today because today you have an extra one-to-one. I don't care about your extra one-to-one. I know what I want and maybe I want it today or I want it in 2 weeks. I'm going to buy when I want to buy. So what we are doing with this funnel actually is it's not just about having the right things at the right order. It is collapsing time because it is going to take a lot of time with just your social media content, let's say, or YouTube content or whatever, to actually go on all of these points, on someone understanding you, your philosophy, where you come from, the results your clients are having, building trust, and so on, then in a curated backend experience, so your funnel, this is going to happen very fast and collapse time. This is how I see some of my clients turning a free lead or even a new buyer in their space into a 10, 15K high ticket buyer in a matter of days. This is because of safety, because people feel safe to invest. They feel seen from what you have written in the copy in your funnel, and they are ready to commit. And there was already a commitment before by doing a yes ladder, where we bring people into saying yes again and again and again. Not in a manipulative way, by the way, but by showing them what is the next logical step, and they say yes. This is why also all our paragraph in our emails are just ticking boxes for a high ticket client. And a lot of the time when I audit funnels and I audit copies inside the funnel, I can see that the person writing the funnel, so the person wanting to have more clients, is actually building objections with their emails. And their emails are actually raising objection instead of putting objections down. And this is why also a good funnel is going to show your own boundaries. It's also going to show your leadership, how you hold yourself, what have you been through, how you work, and of course who it is for and who it is not for. But it's really it's really a vibe. Okay, so, and I say vibe, and at the same time I don't want you to think like your funnel is a vibe. This is absolutely not what I meant. What I meant is that your vibe, your energy, your depth is going to be reflected inside this experience that you're going to build once. This experience, we build it once. It doesn't mean, by the way, that it's once and it's done forever. It means that it's done, and then we're going to repeat, and repeat again. So really, your funnel is going to not attract everyone. Okay, it is going to filter a lot of people out, which is exactly what we want to do for our high ticket spaces. And whatever you have after that or before that, a low ticket, a mid ticket, or whatever, people are going to understand more how you are working. And we are going to, through your funnel, also work through the 6 buying triggers. So people are going to buy and everything is going to sell like hotcakes. And that's why we're going to be very specific on how people are buying, with applications or not. Are they reaching out to you or having a calls or what in the funnel? Because your sales are going to go a lot higher than they are right now. Without a funnel supporting your high ticket offers, you're going to rely too much on visibility to sell. Your sales are going to feel unpredictable because you don't know when people are going to buy from you, and your energy is always involved. And that's also what is going to make you hesitate to scale, because you're going to think that you need more one-to-one client to scale, when actually your high ticket spaces, by the way, don't have to only be one-to-one, and they can have clear boundaries, so you can have a lot more clients and actually scale to the revenue you want to scale this year. You are going to also stop repeating yourself constantly when you have this system already established. High ticket businesses, they don't scale through more content, and you will see it. It's not like, to scale, I started to post 3 times a day. This is what you can do at the beginning of your business, but you are not right now thinking, I'm going to change and start posting 3 times a day. This is not what is coming through your mind to sell your offer. You know that what you need is a clear positioning, is a lot of clarity, is a thoughtful backend design. You need an intentional buyer journey, and you need experience that do the work for you and that do all of the heavy lifting. And this is exactly what allows you to sell high ticket without being more visible online. And this is exactly the work I do with my clients. I do this work with my clients in one-to-one spaces over 3 months, especially when we have to look at the ecosystem of offers before building all the systems. I also have 1 month intensive and an amazing experience that I am leading starting March 2nd, Funnel Queen Mastermind. It's perfect for you if you want to do this exercise as a group. So you want to build this backend experience that is going to sell your high ticket offer in 5 weeks. We're not going to just build your funnel. We really design a backend experience. If you go and read the testimonial on Funnel Queen Mastermind, you will really understand the work that we are doing. And everyone inside is absolutely amazed of this work that is not actually impacting only their funnel, but is impacting the entire business, and really being a human in your business, delivering human experiences and not being a robot. This is going to support your high ticket sales. It's going to protect your standards, and it's going to prepare your clients properly to work with you. And it's also obviously going to allow your business to sell without relying on you being on all the time. So if you are selling your offers all the time, your high ticket offers on your content and so on, I want you to send me a message and we can have a chat on which space is going to be the best for you. Right now, Funnel Queen Mastermind is an amazing space if you want to work in a group setting or my one-to-one space, which is very limited. I have just 1 spot starting in March, so send me a DM. I also do funnel audits. So if you wanted something short and you already have your funnel leading to your high ticket offer, you can send everything to me. I review everything and I give you everything back with all of my notes on how you can double your sales from just the same funnel that you already have. So feel free to send me a DM, or you can click in the link below to access all of the details about Funnel Queen Mastermind. I talk to all of you very soon. Have an amazing week ahead.